Askham is 5 inches taller at 6'3" and consequently has a 3-inch reach advantage. Now it's over to Andy Friedlander with the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a striker and a grappler. He has a professional record of 6 wins and 2 losses. He stands fighting 10 inches tall and weighed in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Salvador Bahia, Brazil, Antonio Junior Alpha dos Santos. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist. He holds a professional record of 12 wins and 1 loss. Standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, he weighed in at 185 pounds. From Yorkshire, England, Scott Askham. And when the action begins, the referee in charge of the octagon, Mr. Leon Roberts.
So Leon Roberts is our octagon ranger.
Right back, stop, right back.
Getting us ready for this middleweight attraction scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Bring it up.
So tonight's fight clock is sponsored by Olymp. We have Antonio dos Santos in the red and black, Scott Askham in the black with orange.
Immediately Scott Askham just standing tall in the middle of the octagon, confident in his kickboxing skills.
Well, dos Santos has 3 knockouts in under 2 minutes.
Oh!
Big head kick there from Askham, but he lost his footing. Dos Santos puts the pressure on early.
Looking to use that disorientation of the fall to his advantage and close that distance quickly. Immediately looks for a takedown. He's got a single leg. Askham doing a good job of defending. Look at the power in dos Santos's legs. He's got very, very thick quadriceps and thighs. His hamstrings very, very meaty. So look for him to generate a lot of power into his punches through his base.
He's had to cut the side of them open down to fit into them. Dos Santos landing a couple of knees. Askham with a nice overhook on that right arm, sorry. It's not stated in his bio, but I've seen pics of Dos Santos in a gi wearing a black belt, so unless he was on his way to a fancy dress party, my instincts tell me he's more than just a Muay Thai stylist.
He's definitely a jiu-jitsu black belt, John, and he's and a good one at that from what I understand. Strong in the clinch here against Scott Askham, using a nice high underhook. Oh, he breaks the clinch here, and now we're back to striking range.
Askham said he will not lose 2 in a row, and that has been a big motivating factor for him. He really wants to end his career in the UFC.
Wow. Closes the distance fast. There's a lot of power in those punches. Askham did a good job of keeping his head out of the way of most of them.
Yeah, good head movement there from Askham.
Oh, a nice trip. Good balance by dos Santos. Get back to his feet. Askham looking for a Muay Thai clinch, but dos Santos denies it.
Askham struggled to find opponents as a young pro. In the UFC, he very much deserves to be against world-class competition like dos Santos.
There's a good body kick there from the left leg of Scott Askham. Landed to the midsection. Oh, and again, dos Santos stands his ground and throws punches.
Big counters there from dos Santos.
Oh, he's down, he's out. That was a clean punch by Scott Askham. Looking to get the fight finished. Dos Santos trying to close that distance, trying to get his hands on his opponent, but he is still hurt. Still wobbling.
From Scott Askham. He smells a victory.
Oh, he's down again. This has got to be it. And a finish for Scott Askham.
Scott Askham finishes in the very first round.
Wow. First finish in the UFC, and a very, very impressive one at that.
He smelled victory in his last octagon appearance. He didn't feel like he applied the pressure. He made sure of it this time. A very nice win for the Brit. Respectfully, he goes over to dos Santos. The celebrations for Scott Askham, who actually celebrated being married earlier this year.
So let's have a look at what did the job, John. That was a beautiful finish. Dos Santos closes the distance really well. Askham doing a good job of keeping his head out of the way there. And dos Santos looking to clinch there. Obviously trying to get this fight to the floor as much as possible, but just didn't manage to get it there for long enough to do any damage to Askham. Worked a trip, disorientated him slightly, landed a clean knee on the chin and dropped him right to the seat of his pants.
Very nice win there for Scott Askham, and it would seem that move over to ASW has paid dividends for him as he walks away with a victory inside the octagon. Good to see dos Santos back on his stool and communicating with his coaches, but this moment is very much for Scott Askham. as he starts celebrating with his fans. And let's have another look at this, Dan. That's a beautiful uppercut.
A really nicely timed left uppercut, cut straight through the guard and caught Dos Santos on the chin and just sent him to the mat. It was a really nicely timed shot, quite hidden as well in the flurry of things.
Nice head kick there from Askham, and he just followed it up. That finishing instinct kicked in. Got an overhook. Dos Santos trying to get back to his feet, but Askham just looking to create enough space to land some of his very long limbs. But it was in that Muay Thai clinch that he was able to fire through those knees that pretty much brought about the end of this fight. So let's make it all official and send it inside the octagon to Andy Friedlander.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Leon Roberts has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 52 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO, Scott Askham!
Scott Askham, my goodness. First UFC victory, first stoppage. Talk me through it.
Awesome. Everybody at ASW been awesome help. Rob Lloyd has been helping. Drag extra cab out of my shorts, make them a little bit crisper. Everything's been perfect this camp. I've had a full 13-week camp, no problems whatsoever. And I've said that back before, there's no excuses, and we did a good job. That's exactly like I said we're going to.
So, talk me through it. He was closing the distance, he was reaching for you, and you managed to hit with a really nice left uppercut through his guard.
Yeah, anybody who's watched his previous tape sees that he ducks his head. He caught me with a few more shots than I expected, but it's a fight game, I'm going to get hit. That's just how it is, but we're improving. Every day we're improving at ASW, moving forward, and what the bonuses, I think I deserve it. I know I deserve it, and we'll keep going for him every time. I won't look at it I get last time, every time I'm going for that bonus.
So talk me through it. You've moved training camps, you've started working with different guys. Darren Morris, I've spent a bit of time with you in the gym, you looked amazing. Tell me about what that's added to your game.
It's added everything to my game. It's made me striking more dangerous, it's made me wrestling better, it's made me ground game better. I've got submissions, I'm better everywhere. I'm a complete fighter now. I'm going to keep growing. Every time we get in here, I'm going to be a better fighter than last time. But honestly, this is just the beginning. Scott's going places, I promise you.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise!
Thank you everybody for coming out, and happy Father's Day, Dad. Love you.
Scott Askham, ladies and gentlemen!
So happy Father's Day to Mr. Askham, both junior and senior. Scott Askham will return to his wife and young child in the coming days. A fantastic victory for him in Berlin. Big smile on his face. I know how much this means to him. He was desperate to get back in there and make amends, and got some really nice support here as well, with his fans wearing the St George's cross. Pride of Yorkshire, which is the region where Scott Askham is from. Very proud moment there for Scott Askham, who opens up his UFC account and is very much the best middleweight.